Hey, Voyager here, coming to another video review, and today I'll be taking a look at Voyager Class Blackout from the first Transformers movie toy line. And to start things off, we have him in his vehicle mode, and here is its size compared to a soda can. Standard Voyager size, but a little small for my tastes. His colors are, I don't want to say boring, because they're not. I like them. Utilitarian, that's it. Sort of a grayish blue with black and yellow accents, a little bit of red, a little bit of gold, and then some off-white that's peeking out in places where it really shouldn't. View from above. As you can see, there's actually quite a bit of detail in it. Lots of panels and doors and rivets. There's even a little detail here on the rotor. Here's a view from below. You can sort of just see everything. Hi! He does have wheels. Two, basically one wheel here, landing gear here. He rolls okay. I mean, a lot of him just drags on the ground, but, I mean, he can do it. You can also fold this landing gear up and down, you know, for a more cohesive flying look. It has this tab right here to make it easier to get back out. Can't fold this one up, though. Of course, the tail rotor can spin, which is very nice. There's no way to get it to spin in conjunction with this, but if you notice, this doesn't really spin freely. That's because there is a little push lever back here, and when you push it in, it causes the main rotor to spin, and the harder and faster you push it... Oh, that sounded wrong. Now, that actually combines with a gimmick from the deluxe class Scorponok of this line, which I actually never got. And that is, let's see where, right here. There's a little wheel, and when you do that, you know, you make his rotor spin. That wheel spins, and what that would do is you could just take Scorponok and slap him on the bottom, and making the rotor spin caused his little finger claw blade things. Okay. Anyway, he does have one other gimmick. As you can see, there's this very hollow space back here, rather big button right here, and when you push it, it drops open. And of course, it's not completely useless. He actually comes with an itty-bitty Scorponok. I don't even know what size this would be. It's not even Legends class. It's smaller than that. But for how tiny it is, it's actually pretty well detailed. Come on. Yeah. Focus, please. Well, while my camera tries to focus, as you can see, it's mostly molded in an off-white plastic. Most of the figure is hard plastic, but the tail is a soft rubbery plastic. Let's see, getting him out of there. Well, there we go. Yeah, as you can see, there's actually a lot of detail. You can see a little segments in the drivetrain in there. You can see all little bits and bobs in his claws. Pretty hollow underneath, but he's even got a little face on there. And his tail has some nice detail. I like the black wash on this. It looks really good. He does have a bit of a gimmick. His tail is spring-loaded. It's soft, rubbery plastic, so you don't have to worry about breaking it. But this guy can actually store in Blackout. Basically just open up this rear compartment, and then you have to specifically slot him in like this. Basically his tail just sits in there and his claws sit like that. Bring it up, close it, and he sits in there like this. And so when you're going over somewhere, you can just push this button and drops him out. And at least to my knowledge, I have never once had him not land right side up. I think because when he goes out, with this being depressed, he springs out and that launches him forward. At least that's what I think. Of course, it's very hollow back there, so I kind of prefer to keep Scorponok in there just to fill things in a little bit. Now, based on what I saw in the movie, Scorponok should actually be a little bit bigger than this, but whatever. It is what it is. Now, it actually is possible to keep Scorponok in there and transform him. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that, and we are actually going to move on to the transformation in just a minute. Now, as far as transformations go, his certainly aren't the most complex from the movie series. No, we have that yet to come. Anyway, you just need to get the propellers in the right spot, because if you look, most of these are just divots. But there is a triangle right here, and that shows you where everything lines up, because once you get this here, first, you need to take the cargo bay and pull it out. Just goes in with these two posts into those two ports on this double hinge. Bring it around on this pivot joint, and then the wheel from before will go into there, just like that. Now, the reason you wanted this specifically like this is so you can take this, squeeze the blades all together, then take the top 4 blades and collapse them down like that. Then fold up the landing gear, take the front section here, split it apart, bring it out, take the sides of the helicopter, just detach them from these tabs, and one thing that shows the age of my figure is you can see there's this panel that sticks out here with these 2 tabs that go into those 2 slots there, and then 2 slots in the back for robot mode. Uh-oh, everything got all discombobulated. Come on, get back. On this side, as you can see, the part of the panel that sticks out has snapped off over the past 10.5 years. So, that's a thing. Now, that's like that. Come back to this section and just separate these. There are just these little posts here that go into ports right there and there. Let's bring all this up. Take the legs and just bring them down just a little bit. Now, you want to take these 2 arms and bring them up. They will cause the middle section of the cockpit to rotate back. That involves a lot of gears. However, over the years, things haven't worked properly all the time, so it might not line up perfectly. But basically, you want to bring this up, and that will bring... Oh, and there are nubs here that go into these ports, so just bring this up. It's actually rather difficult, mainly because there's just not a lot of room to work. There we go. You can see there's his head. Take the lower half, turn it around. I like to just leave it there for now just to get out of the way. Bring this up a little bit. And you want to collapse this down. It just folds up like that. Get the arms in place, and these 2 slots will go over those tabs I showed you before, like that and that. But since this one only tabs into one, as you can see, it's not very secure. Anyway, you can also secure all of this because there is a large post in the middle here that will go into a port right there. Won't go in there yet because the arms are in the way. So take this section, stay, push it down, and there is just a little hole above the screw that goes onto a little post right there. Just bring that down, Bring that down, and as you can see, this arm has really degraded over time. So just keep that there. Now, this will peg in. This just will not stay. Come on. Now you turn the arms forward, fold these panels up, bring the hands down, the same thing on this side, turn, flip, pull, and down here at the legs, take the shins, point them forward, fold out his big toes, take these panels, pull them forward, and that's another one of those automorph bits. When you pull the knee pad forward, brings out this little panel, just to flesh things out a little bit. And come back here, stay, and flip open this panel, and he has a heel in here. Just get your nail into this groove right here, and there's a little notch that this panel will sit in. Just like that. Same thing on the other side. Flip, pull, down, stick. Also, the tail acts as a third leg just to give him a little more stability. Then, take the front section of the helicopter up and turn so that these missiles are pointing forward. And there you go. There is Voyager Class movie Blackout in robot mode. Here's his size compared to a soda can. He's actually only just a little bit bigger than a deluxe would be. As far as colors are concerned, they're basically the same as robot mode, or vehicle mode, just sorted differently. In that same grayish blue, a lot of black, a bit of burgundy and yellow and gold paint, but some added silver details. Come on. And some more of that off-white plastic is scattered around. Above and below. What the? I don't know what that was, but it was there. As far as posability is concerned, it's not horrible. His head is just on a swivel. It can go side to side, but it can't go all the way around. He does have some minor light piping in there, but it's nothing extreme. His arms can go that far forward and that far back on a ratcheting joint. They can go out to the side that far. They have a swivel just below the shoulder, about 90 degrees of bend at the elbow, and the hand can swivel, but that's it. No, stay. Come on. That arm is so annoying. The waist can swivel all the way around, although, oddly, it actually locks in these two positions, but you can unlock it and swivel it all the way around if you need to. Although the backpack kind of gets in the way. See, it locks in there too. And this arm gets in the way again. His side skirts can move up and down. Legs can move forward that far. Back all the way, if you could get the backpack out of the way. No. That legs can move out to the side all the way, so he can do a full split. Stop it! Legs can swivel just above the knee, bend that far, just under 90 degrees, and his feet can't really do anything because they're just one lump. You can sort of wiggle his toes around. Oh, and you can also, move these around. Stay! Damn it! Pretty much it for posability. He does sort of gain an accessory in this mode. For starters, we'll take a look at Scorponok again, because there's still this button here to activate and launch him out. I said launch. Oh, and one thing I wanted to show you is just his size to a soda can. Very, very tiny. Let's just get him off to the side for now, because you can now take his rotor off and use it as an accessory. Although he doesn't really stand worth crap now. Oh, now you're going to make a liar out of me. Always when you turn the camera on. Always. Anyway, it just attaches to him with this big tab that goes into that big slot right there. And oddly, this panel actually has even a little bit of detailing on it for some strange reason. Now the way you get this into his battle mode is you unfurl the blades, and then you take this front section, tilt it down like that, and just get an arm in position. I'm going to use the right arm because, as you've seen, his left arm just kind of sucks. It just sucks. Anyway, he's got these two big ports, so you can put him on either of these posts there. And these posts are actually, Minicon ports for some weird reason. If I remember correctly, the first movie Ironhide had them as well. I have no idea why. Anyway, so what you need to do is, there is a post right there that will just sit in his hand, like that. And get these. Well, first get this post on his shoulder, and then get this arm up so you can get his hand onto that post. Just angle it out. Of course, he is now both back and side heavy, so, he's not going to stand now. You have to actually hold him. But that gimmick does still work as sort of a battle axe spinning blade thingy. So that's kind of neat. Although, if I remember correctly, in the movie, it's actually the... Let go. Let go. Let go! Ugh! Whew! Anyway, it's actually the tail rotor he uses in the movie, if I remember correctly. Just went ahead and put that back together off screen and put Scorponok back in there. Anyway, attaching this, or reattaching it, is fairly simple. Like I said, there's just this big tab into that big slot. It's actually got a very satisfying click to it. And as you saw, it stays very securely. Anyway, the only real flaw in my figure is one that's due just to age, and that's just, that. His gimpy arm. Aside from that, everything on him works pretty well. There on his chest, that white smudge actually used to be a Decepticon symbol, but yeah, it's kind of not anymore. You just have a fair amount of detail, although it's all kind of flat, whereas in the actual movie, everything's sort of rounded and fairly almost metal gooey, if that makes sense. But I think that it would still be possible to attach this to Deluxe Class Scorponok when it's all like this, but I don't know because I never owned that figure. Anyway, that's pretty much all there is to talk about with Blackout. There's not really anywhere you can put, Scorponok on him for him to hold him like a little pet or anything. You might be able to balance him on the arm, or on the hand. One thing I don't like is there's not really anything you can do with the radar dish or the refueling rod, so they're just kind of there. And that basically covers it. There's really not much else to say about this guy. So that covers my review of Voyager Class Blackout from the first movie toy line. So until next time, bye-bye.